Today, Sue and I are in Ogunquit, Maine, and we're walking the Marginal Way from Ogunquit to Perkins Cove. This is Ireland Home Suites, and on my left is the Anchorage. Here, they do a great job with their flowers here every year. Beautiful, mostly perennial garden here. And we walk this path, I don't know, probably half a dozen times a year. And I don't think we've ever done it without taking some pictures. It's just such a beautiful view here. So right at the start of the trail here, as you make the turn, is just a beautiful view of where the Ogunquit River comes out from the Rachel Carson Wildlife Refuge, comes under Bridge Street and goes into the ocean. Sometimes people will take, if the tide is going out, they'll take inner tubes and ride their tubes down to the ocean and run back on the beach and do it again. See some kayakers and stuff there. Very popular beach. There's a big parking lot there next to the Norseman. And we often see surfers right out there. So this beach runs for about 2 miles, a little over 2.5 miles up to the Wells Beach. This is the Anchorage by the sea. This is a beautiful hotel, motel. You see quite often weddings here on the lawn or in this gazebo. If you stay here, you got a really beautiful view of the ocean and the beach. Yeah, you got a view of the beach across the way, but there's no beach right down here. You'd have to walk a ways to get to the beach. There's some really beautiful homes along this path. We first started coming up here almost 40 years ago. Some of this was still just a dirt path, and there were stairs in a lot of the places where there was a slope. But now they've made it handicap accessible, so there are no stairs.
And stroller accessible.
And stroller accessible. There are no stairs. You still can't ride a bike on this. And there are certain times of the year you cannot bring a dog on here either. It's nice that either way you do this walk, from Perkins Cove to Ogunquit or Ogunquit to Perkins Cove, you end up someplace where you can get ice cream or something to eat. You have a destination.
Only Ogunquit has Big Daddy's, though.
That's true.
It is not at Perkins Cove.
No,
they do have the candy shop there, though.
They do have a candy shop, and there's ice cream that's not Big Daddy's.
Yeah. Now, we have yet to find anyone who's better than Big Daddy, so.
Yeah, we had ice cream in Booth Bay yesterday. Paid $9 a piece for a double scoop in a cup, and didn't compare.
Okay, but
didn't compare. No.
I've never seen so many people at this little beach here.
The last few years, they've been restoring some of the natural vegetation here and removing invasive species. Path's about 1.25 miles each way.
Yes. And some sun, some shade.
Yeah. Now, I've noticed that the last couple of years with the winter storms, it brought a lot more sand to some of these little coves here. So these beaches, at least to me, seem bigger than they usually are. And the bottom where the water is seems sandier, which I think has attracted more people to this little beaches, which are normally mostly stony beaches.
And I've never seen a lifeguard here. Have you?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is part of the public beaches, so they do have some lifeguards at these bigger coves. The green flag is out, so that means it's safe. And low surf. No riptide. Oh, no dogs, April 1st to September 30th, $100 fine. No scooters, no bicycles, no rollerblades, no skateboards. That seems very wise. I always thought this house was something that maybe Snow White or Cinderella would live in.
Is the new house here that they
No, it's one of the new houses that's being built, but it's not the one. A couple of years ago, we saw them tearing down what we looked on Zillow was a $7 million house, and they're building a new house there. But this is new, but it's not the one that we saw being torn down. You see that a lot up along the beach, where people will buy a piece of property with what seemingly would be a decent house and then tear it down and build something new.
Yeah, they're still working on this one. The guys are, they're working on it.
My kids used to call this little crevice or whatever, this little inlet, the washing machine, because when it's a little rougher and the water comes in and out, the rocks roll against each other and make like a noise, a rumbling noise. It's a little calm today, so I don't know that we'll hear that.
It comes up to here too,
In
right?
high tide, the tide is going out right now. Off in the distance there is the Cliff House. That's in York. That's a really nice resort. They do a lot of weddings there too, and if you take a lobster cruise from Perkins Cove, sometimes they go down and go along the cliffs there by the Cliff House. We've done that lobster cruise a couple of times. Never recorded it, so next time we do it, we will record it and put it up on video on YouTube. There's a few placards along the way, not too many, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4, with information about some of the geology and seabirds and things like that, if you care to stop and read them. And lots of places to kind of just sit and admire the ocean. This is one of the newer houses under construction, but the next one after this is where we saw that house being torn down that sold for $7 million, and now they're building this huge, got to be a house, because there's no commercial development along the Marginal Way except for the Anchorage and the Sparhawk. So I'm assuming that this is a private residence and not some kind of an inn or something,
huge.
But it's just enormous. So I asked one of the workmen there, and he said this is a private home, and the same person owns this house and maybe that house and that house and the one on the other side as well. Don't know who it is. And this guy owns like all the properties surrounding it as well.
Oh.
There's a little shady area here with a couple of places to stand sit. We have taken so many family photos right here in this little spot. They keep adding like retaining walls and fences and things, which I guess they have to do some of that for erosion control, but I am concerned sometimes that they over improve it so it seems less natural than it did years ago, but it's still a beautiful walk.
I'm thinking it's also safety, so
yeah,
people
safety
don't
and
tumble
erosion
down.
control. It's a big attraction in town, so they want to keep it up. And there's no charge to walk it, but if you park in town, you are going to pay to park. When you get from Ogunquit to Perkins Cove, there's a bunch of restaurants down here, a candy shop, gift shops,
Public bathroom.
public bathroom, which is good.
You can park here too and start down here.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can-
know what the parking rate is. Probably comparable.
Yeah, we can check that when we get down. But you can park down here. Parking's a little more limited down here. So there is other parking lots on Shore Road that not too far away. So you could park on Shore Road, walk down to Perkins Cove, and then do the Marginal Way from there. Coming up on the end of the path, and right at the end of the path near the parking lot, there used to be a restaurant called Johnny's Orweed, and it burned down over the winter along with the Christmas shop, which had become more of a Christmas / Halloween shop, Christmas dove. So that is gone, and they're planning to rebuild Johnny's Orweed. Hopefully that'll be back. Haven't heard any plans about the Christmas shop, so I don't know if that's going to come back, but that was unfortunate. And here's the parking lot. We have Billy's, and they have outdoor dining and hamburgers and hot dogs and lobster rolls and things like that. There's some indoor kind of casual dining here, same kind of menu, but you get seated. And then there's kind of their more upscale restaurant up there. There's a beautiful garden overlooking Perkins Cove and all the boats, and a lot of times you see people taking wedding photographs here. You've often seen weddings right here too in this little garden. This is parking for Billy's restaurant parking. You can park here for $25 for the day. Not sure if you actually have to be eating at Billy's to park here or not. Never parked here. Take a little walk in this garden. This is Barnacle Billy's, the kind of casual dining here inside, and they also have outside.
Nice and shade.
If he says we have to.
There are tours that you can take from here. You can take a lobstering tour that's really fun and interesting. They show you how lobster traps are put out, how they're retrieved. You'll learn a lot about the lobster industry. There's also some fishing trips you can take out of here and just scenic cruises. It's just a beautiful spot. We did post a video about Perkins Cove, probably a year and a half ago or so, but it was very end of October. I think it was the last day that most of the restaurants were open, and it was very quiet down here. It was a beautiful day, but there wasn't a whole lot going on down here, so I'm gonna take a little loop around just in case you didn't watch that Perkins Cove video. You know, if you walk from Ogunquit down here, what you're gonna see. There are a few different restaurants down here, some nice gift shops, jewelry shops. There's a couple places to get ice cream. There's candy store. And this is a working fisherman's dock, I guess I would say. They bring their catch into this spot right here, their lobsters or whatever else they're bringing in. There's a pedestrian bridge here. Put some videos of this up before, and this is used to be somebody used to have to go up there and hit a button to open it or close it, but now the people that come in with their boats, they have a little key fob like you have for your garage door opener, and they can open and close it themselves. A nice sailboat right down there. It's like they're getting ready to go out. The Lobster Shack, that's another good place to get a quick bite to eat. And at the end of the cove down here, there are public restrooms. And they're pretty well maintained. And they're right in that building there. This is Rotary Park. It's maintained by the local Rotary Club. Sue and I are also both Rotarians and proud to be part of that organization. We did a quick loop around Perkins Cove, and we decided we're going to take the trolley. If it comes in the next few minutes, we're going to jump on that and take the trolley ride back. It's a beautiful day. We want to get to the beach. Hope you enjoyed this video.
If you enjoyed this video, check out some of the other videos on our main playlist. Like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Thanks for watching. Now get out and explore the world.